I thought you were just like go Unpopular Opinion.
Let's just go. Yes.
That's like what's Sean doing down there? He's dancing. He's dancing.
He's trying to keep he's like, my future life is going to suck. Somebody do this.
Oh my God. All right, we are back. We have another unpopular opinion for all of y'all out there.
Before you say we, hold on.
Okay, I will not drag Aaron down with me.
Hold on, give me a second before you announce it. Let me choose whether you want to jump on the bandwagon or not.
I actually know for a fact that you agree with this sentiment.
Fair. That's fair then. Then I apologize for cutting off your preemptive we.
Well, no, it's okay because it's one that is controversial, shall we say. So I had this kind of described in a funnier way initially, and it was about babies, and you know how I feel about babies. Not really a fan of most babies. I don't really like a baby. I think they're small, drunk idiots. That's like what they act like. They're just dumb, and they don't really bring much to the table. They're needy. They're expensive.
Get a job, baby.
Just get a job, baby. Right. So that's my general thought on babies. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna refocus. Question is, are shitty people born or made? Mic drop.
Yes.
So, would you like to go first on this, or would you like me to dance the dance?
You can dance the dance if you want. You go for it.
All right.
You take the lead on this one.
I think shitty people can be made, but moreover, I think shitty people can be born. I think you can be born a shitty baby. I believe it because I know so many people that were brought up in basically the same exact circumstances, same household, same conditions, relatively same experiences as far as their childhood is concerned, in the same place, and one person is just worse, like just not a good person. And and you look at those types of people and you're like, where did it go wrong? And like, if you don't know,
where did this take a left turn?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a baby. Why is this baby so bad? Like, I don't know. But like, I need some clarity on what's happening here. Like, can you be wired, like, when you are born to just be predispositioned to be just a worse person?
Totally. I agree.
You agree?
I do agree. I do agree with you on this one. I
thought you would.
So despite forcing you to hedge it, which normally is a safe bet, this time I fully agree with you.
All right.
No, some people are just born shittier than others. I don't know. I don't think the whole blank slate, like you're completely like a product of your experiences is true. Because some people will always choose the shitty path, even if they were born in a vacuum where they had no human experiences at a certain age, if that were possible, and just unleashed in the world. I think some people are just not, just from the jump, just not good people.
I agree. And I think there's attributes that you show earlier on than you should have a reason to show, like, I know, like, my parents always joke about me being, like, very stubborn. Like, I was such a stubborn, like, I don't know, baby. Dumb baby. I don't know if, like, baby time was it, but, like, from, like, very early, like, toddlers, I don't know, whenever I started forming, like, thoughts and movements on my own, whenever that happens, I'm not really a baby expert in any way, but... Like, my parents used to always say that I was, like, just very, very set in my toddler ways. And if I wanted to do something, I was very strong-willed in one direction. Even, like, they told me, like, some story in, like, kindergarten. Like, somebody was being, like, bullied. Like, I was very much like, I'm going to, like, bring the truth forward. And, like, I don't even know if I ever told you this. There was literally a kid on the playground in kindergarten that was being bullied because his dad was a hairdresser and he had long hair. And, of course, like, all the little girls were like, your hair's long, you're a girl. You know, and the kid was, I'm sure, upset or crying or whatever it was. And the teacher had to call my parents because she was like, I need you to know.
Were you the ringleader in this?
No. Oh. Thanks, Aaron.
I'm just saying.
What do you think of me? Now I know the truth. You thought I was a mean, bad baby. I'm not.
Okay,
and what the teacher said, I will have you know. was that I apparently lined up every kid that was involved in this and made them apologize to this child one at a time for what they had done to him.
Oh, wow.
And I yelled at them and said, you think this is his choice? His hair looks like this? You think he wants to be this way? And like made a spectacle of it enough that the teachers were very amused by this and also were like, I guess like good for your kid for standing up for like the underdog. So like for what that's worth, like I don't know that was like, anyway, point of the story, I'm a hero. I'm just a hero even as a baby. But no, besides that, these are things and qualities that like I wasn't like taught, at least not in a way that like I can like recall. I'm sure a lot of those values are ingrained in you from a point, but that's just like the way I was. And in that same idea, like could people be born like kind of craving the negative attention, I guess, and like instinctively wanting to be rebellious and take that other path, or even like things like addiction and stuff like that? Like are you kind of predisposed to maybe being more vulnerable to those things? And you know, with that in mind too, not to go like down that rabbit hole or anything, but like I just feel like there are people out there that I'm like, I don't know that your circumstances are why you're like this. Like you know, and I don't know that you blame them or don't.
Circumstances play a role for sure, but I do think, you know, there are certain wirings in your brain that are set from birth and stuff. I mean, you either learn to suppress them or work around certain urges and things, but some people, I think, just, you know, from the jump, it's just.
Is there saving a shitty baby? Can a shitty baby be saved?
I think so. I think there's there's varying degrees of shittiness. I mean, I think
it's a shitty scale.
It is
the shit scale. Sponsored by Soul Man Stan. Get yours today.
I think there are varying degrees of it. I mean, I think, you know, between just people who don't take social cues to being like a full-on like sociopath. I mean, I think there's I think it's a sliding scale. I think somebody who's like a shitty tipper because they don't think restaurant employees should be tipped is different than somebody who completely has like no, like is completely out for themselves and just like cares about no one else. I mean, that's, you know, those are different.
It's just very interesting. Like as you grow up too, because like then you become adults, and when you meet a shitty adult, I mean, at least for me, like I write off shitty adults. I'm like, you're a waste of my energy, my space, my air, you name it. I don't need you near me.
I don't have time to deal with you.
Like, get a crucifix, exercise them, like keep your shittiness at bay and far away from me and my energy and my space. You need to back up off me with your shitty energy.
Trying to keep these chakras alive.
Right, to keep them centered. But like, were they shitty babies? Is this a long line of shitty growth? Or is this something that like you started out fine and things caused you to be this way? That is really, I guess, the ultimate question. When you have an adult that's just like not a good person, like, and not like, oh, I don't like them, we disagree. Like, you were a bad mamma jamma. Like, you were a bad person. Like, was there a chance for you to not be so bad? Or like from the jump, like you were born, your parents, those poor people that had to deal with your ass all this time. Because there's being rebellious and there's being just like, you're really bad. Like, I'm scared. Like, you're bad.
Right.
You're a bad mamma jamma. So we are in agreement. Shitty people are born and made.
Yes.
Agreed. All right. Well, you'll have to let us know what you people think at home, but I say the shitty babies, they exist. They are among us.
Weigh in somewhere here in comments below.
In this area. And if you think we're wrong, maybe you're the shitty baby. That's a good approach. Just yell at everyone out there through the lens.
Exactly. Don't
be a shitty baby. That's you take away nothing else with you today.
If you don't agree, then you're part of the problem.
You're part of the shitty baby brigade. Y'all are out there in droves. Stay away from us, non-shitty babies, for the win. All right.
Oh, God. It's going to be just one long the entire...
Oh, yeah, you have to beat them. Oh.
His heart died a little every time he said You just gotta like chain like a de-esser to like to the bleep. So every time you're like, shh, it's just like the beep comes in.
Well, that's the end. Thanks for coming to our show.